Okay, question 1F. So, the functions s and t are defined for real numbers by sx is x plus 1 and tx is minus x. So the function s is applied s times and the function t is applied t times in some order to produce the function f of x is 8 minus x. It's possible to deduce which of the following. Okay, so so let's have a think about this. So there are actually a couple of silly answers here, right? For example, let's say we start with tx. Let's say, okay, tx is minus x, and let's say I t it for like 2 more times, then it's still minus x, right? So it doesn't change. It doesn't change, right? So the thing is that I could apply t like 2 more times at my will when I still have x itself, right? So we know that a is silly, right? Because t is not 1. T could be 3, 5, or any odd numbers. Right, it could do anything, right? Because I want 8 minus x essentially. Like I could apply t 3 times and then apply s 8 times, whatever, right? So t is not 1. Okay, fine. Okay, but we know that t is odd, right? That's what I just said, really, right? T has to be odd because this is a minus x, right? So if t is even, then you get positive x instead, which is no good. Okay, and sx doesn't change the the positive and negative of the x. So only t matters here, okay? So, well, t is odd basically tells you that c is the answer, right? But, for the sake of completeness again, okay, let's try to prove that s has to be even, okay? So, thing is that, okay, we want 8, right? So s could be 8, right? S could well be 8, and then you get that, and s is even, fine, okay. But then there are some situations where, okay, let's say I now have x plus 3. Let's say I apply like s, I don't know, 3 times, okay, and then suddenly I apply t, okay. If I apply t, then oh no, this is minus x minus 3, Then I have to go again, right? I have to plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, until I get to plus 8. Okay, so that'll be a long journey again, right? But thing is that on top of the 8 that I need. So let's say I go from plus 3 to minus 3 because of me applying a t. This is always an even number. Like I have to apply s 6 more times. Here, right? I have to apply s 6 more times because suddenly my plus 3 becomes minus 3, right? And I have to climb up the ladder again. Okay? So the thing to bear in mind is that whatever number this is, like 4 or 5 or whatever, I don't care, right? And when I flip it, it's always an even number more times of s, if you get what I mean. Like, if it was 4, then you need what? 4 becomes minus 4. You need 8 more times of s. Okay, so it's always even, right? So if s, originally we needed 8 times of s, okay? And if we add more times and we are adding even number of times, then s has to be still even, right? S has to be still even, okay? So yeah, that's basically the idea. Not the trickiest question, let's say, but it was quite abstract. So, it's quite hard to explain as well. Let's say. Okay, so hopefully the explanation was enough. Okay, all right. So that's question 1F.